News is coming in thick and fast from the model railway world, and this is another video update keeping you up to date on new stuff that's just been announced from some of the big manufacturers. I've got some news from various different manufacturers and over different scales in this video, and as always, this is a totally unbiased news update. I don't have any affiliate links, and I'm not sponsored by any manufacturer or supplier to do this video, so it's important to remember to shop around for the best prices. Right, let's get into it and get you updated on the latest updates in the model railway world. So the big news obviously is Bachmann, and they've made a big autumn announcement, and I'm going to run through some of the key highlights here. I'll talk about prices on these in another video, but let's get on with what was announced recently. First, they're advertising this new brake van as a collectors club special. However, I say that, but they do offer this club model to non-club members, the difference being just 10% on the price. Seems to me to defeat the purpose of having a club model, but hey ho. The brake van is a decent enough model, but this doesn't represent anything new other than the livery. Now there's some new Scenecraft editions in N scale, and they all seem to come in two different colour options. I'm not a big fan of Scenecraft, and sometimes I'm not so sure of the fit and finish, like here on the windows and here on the railings. In 009 gauge they have this engine shed, platform shelter and some slate walling and gate, which actually also work in 00 scale, and there's also these additional buildings in 00 scale as well. But I'm going to skip on now to the T3, which we get some production samples showing the metal boiler and chassis as well as plastic parts and additional extras added on. Looks to be a fine looking model, and this one is available in 5 different livery options and all the little variations between them. They're also adding this bullied booster number 20001 in BR green, which is new tooling, but not a new model as such. 20002 has been previously available in this new tooling specification, so this is just a new livery. Previous models in the first batch apparently had some derailing issues, and it's said that those have been addressed with this new model, both 001 and 002. I don't have one of these myself, so if you're experiencing problems, let me know in the comments and I'll keep you all informed of what's happening. Another new livery is this crane in the Balfour BT livery. The crane model is already available, so this is just a new livery option. And next is some new tooling of the N-scale Class 41 warship. Arc Royal is offered here and comes with etched head codes as optional extras. Also on offer is Cossack and Arc Royal in lighter specification. And then also there's Bulldog with the odd looking split head code arrangement on the front, and it's also been offered in blue and yellow. And also finally it's Active with the full yellow ends, so it looks like the model is catering well for a range of eras and specifications. Now this is another model that's been out before, and it's presented here in a livery option with the early BR emblem on the sides, and also this option in BR green, so it's just a rollout model with different variations on what was previously released. There's also some new tooling of these post office tender wagons. 4 different colours and 2 numbers on each, lots of options depending on your era. There's some Mark IIA coaches which are just re-releases and are available in various colour schemes, and I think Bachmann have managed to cover all options on these 2As. There's also some other stuff that's coming back to the range which is code for re-release. Nothing new then, just new liveries on an old model. In 009 scale, these are tin car coaches and are available in different colour variations. I think these look quite quirky and cool. Both versions of the so-called curly roof vans are tooled and are in the various livery options. And there's some new Thomas stuff, which is officially licensed products and suitable for ages 3+. Duck and Daisy join the range and feature moving eyes. You can also get a tractor, although this is really a bulldozer, and there's a couple of funny wagons on offer too. Moving to 00 scale now, and there's this officially licensed London Transport variation of the Class 438 in the lime maroon livery. It's just a new livery, not a new model, but it is quite a smart looking livery, that one. Some additional Mark I coaches are being added to the previous released range, and this Steam Loco is another re-release, this time with sound on the G2 or G2A version. Seems to otherwise just be identical to the older model. And again, another return, this time in Midland Railway Crimson Lake livery and also in black LMS. Both colours have 2 number options, and in BR Line Black and Line Black with early emblem. Some slight variations on the models, pretty decent but not new. And again returning to the range is the 56XX tank engine, which I think looks a bit of an odd looking thing. 2 options here, and the Prairie is being offered too in 2 colour options. I think this is just a reissue again. And finally for locos, it's the pannier tank, which is interesting as Accurascale have an all new pannier tank coming soon. Anyway, this is the reissue and 3 different colour options. Some new open wagons, but again I believe these are all just new livery on older models, and the one plank wagon also comes with this option for a container load, but again just a new livery option. Finally, this is new, the 50-foot arc roof coaches, which have up to 178 separate components including brass parts, which is quite incredible. They really look good, and well done Bachmann for producing these new coaches, and there's certainly a whole host of livery options available too. Something for everyone. So that was it. I can't say it's a great selection to be honest, but I did like the T3. That definitely looks interesting, and there's no denying the quality of the arc roof coaches. But for me, I think the Thomas models, especially Duck, are the stars of this release. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's move on, and we have even more models just released from Fleischmann in N scale. So first up we have the Deutsche Bahn BR23. This one is number 102 from Epoch 3. This is a great model with loads of detail on it. This is a photo montage. You'll see that the numbers are blurred out, so it's just a renumbering of an old model, but it is a really good model. And this one in analogue form is coming in around about £260, and it's around about £380 for DCC with sound. Now in the last news report I talked about the Deutsche Bahn BR01 locomotive, this one here. But we're now given a different option on this. It's an Epoch 4 version. This one is number 150-2, so it's obviously different with the smoke deflectors and various other bits and pieces. Still a great looking model though, this one, and it comes in around about 290 for analog and around about 400 for DCC with sound. I'm not quite sure why it's so much more expensive for DCC with sound, but there you go. And also being offered from Epoch 4, the BR01 is in this configuration. It's number 2226-7, and again it's got the same kind of finesse, really good looking model. But this one is only being offered in DCC with sound at again around about £400, which is a lot of money to be fair. So this Czech Republic CD RH371 isn't a brand new model, but it is a new livery on it being released this time round, and it's got the usual refinements of the Next 18 socket, LED directional lights and a motor with flywheel. This one is coming in around about £160 for the analog DC version and around £275 for the DCC with sound. And we're getting yet another Swiss RE 4/4 Type 2. This one is in the SBP cargo livery. Looks really smart, it's bang up to date Epoch 6 this one. And it's priced around about £200 for the analog DC version and around about £320 for DCC with sound. Now these coaches have been out before, but this twin pack is new. It's the Deutsche Reichsbahn type DBMU bi-level coaches, just different numberings on these from previous ones. This twin pack comes in around about £80. And we're also being offered this pack, which has got the control car version, so this is a DBMQ and a type DBMUE, again from Epoch 4, again just renumbering of older models in this pack. And it's coming in around about £90, so £10 more for that control car pretty much. Now we've got some Epoch 3 coaches. These are really characterful, I think. This one is the type AB4 YGE, and it's a first and second class split coach from the Deutsche Bundesbahn, and it's priced around about £38. And very similar, we've got the BD4YG second class conversion baggage coach. You can see it's got the extra doors on this one, but it's also coming in around about £38. Okay, we're on to wagons now, and we've got this 4-pack of wagons. They're all Deutsche Bahn wagons, and they're all ones that have been released before, so here we've just got them with different numbers in this particular pack, and it's coming in around about £130. Rapido UK are back with these engineering samples of their upcoming LNER J52/2060 tank engine. It's quite a boxy looking loco, this one. The model will feature 12 different liveries and specification options in the core range, plus 2 additional ones, more on that in a moment. All the models feature a CAN motor with a flywheel, plunger pickups, sprung buffers, a fully detailed and painted cab interior which has got a firebox glow effect, a Next 18 decoder socket with factory fitted speaker, and it also has optional scale couplings, and it has a quality die cast metal chassis block. The RRP on these is £164.95 for analog and £279.95 for DCC with sound. Rails will be offering a special exclusives edition in the Doncaster Works Yard livery, which is shown on screen now. Not a very bright livery, I'd think, this one, but it's certainly quite interesting. And also, Locomotion models will also have this one, which matches with the one they have in the Locomotion Museum. presumably priced the same as the rest, although discounts are already available on the core range of 12 liveries. These are due to arrive sometime during late 2025, but you can pre-order now if you like. And it seems like every news release I do has an Accurascale announcement, and there's another one again with these snow ploughs. This was originally going to be a Hatton's original model, but as Accurascale took over these, they have decided to press ahead and bring them to market. They've announced their range, which consists of 4 different variations and are sold as twin packs. The first is this all yellow version, but my favourite has to be this one with a shark's mouth on one of them. Such a cool looking thing. Or there's 2 more traditional yellow and grey versions. All of them are priced the same at an RRP of $69.95 the twin pack, and delivery is due in Q4 2025, which I think is going to be a very busy time for new models. It seems everyone's releasing models then. Anyway, you can pre-order now from the Accurascale website. Finally, just a note to say that Lima, and by that I mean Hornby, are offering a free model with any order over €65. It's this Corgi Beatles Christmas taxi, which I actually think is really naff, and personally I wouldn't want this for absolutely free, but if this appeals to you, then this offer is only available while stocks last. Anyway, that's it for this edition. Always busy in the model railway world, loads of stuff there, and I'm sure more coming soon. So subscribe to keep yourself up to date, and I'll see you on the next one.